lots, not lawns. Guaranteed. Now available with new crabgrass control.
What a reception here in Albuquerque as Holly Holm is ready to make her ring walk. It is no longer about marquee sizzle. It's about facing a tough-tested and talented fighter in Chevelle Hallback. It is our women's junior welterweight main event. Holly Holm, a preacher's daughter from the little town of Bosque, New Mexico. Now she is perhaps the fastest rising star among the ranks of women's boxing. Albuquerque brings about thoughts of majestic mountains and sensational sunsets, not female fighters in brave brawls. But the landscape once filled with Johnny Tapia is changing. This horizon now includes women's boxing. Say hello to Holly Holm. At first glance, you wouldn't think she owns 5 welterweight world titles, but don't let the good looks fool you.
You don't have to look tough to be tough. I think sometimes if people really don't know, they think, oh, she does aerobics, or she might just play around with it a little bit. And sometimes I don't think they really think, oh, that's her career. I'm still very girly. I just love to fight.
And fans love to see her fight. Holm is selling out arenas all over New Mexico. That wasn't always the plan. She had thoughts of becoming a marine biologist or a TV reporter, not a boxer.
I just started doing the aerobics to keep in shape for soccer, but I wound up going to watch some of the fights that they had. Decided I wanted to try this one. When I would watch Christy Martin and Layla Ali on TV, I didn't think that I would be the one fighting them.
Now she's fighting anyone willing to take the risk. Holly may be a terror inside the ropes, but she's a normal 20-something outside the ropes.
I'd like a medicine cabinet, but no room because my new light fixture. I guess I'm just a pretty average, laid-back girl. But I like to do yard work. Pretty much keep up the house in the middle of the day. I shop a lot. I have to admit, I shop a lot. But if it's just, at Target, people are shocked, hey, and ask for an autograph. It's flattering. Sometimes I just want to tell them I'm really not that cool.
Ring Magazine says she's plenty cool. Holly was named the 2006 Female Fighter of the Year, but her calendar reads differently. Humble Holly takes it one day at a time.
I want to just take the now in. I don't want to be so caught up in scheduling my future that I don't enjoy my life that I'm living right now. So far, I've been blessed. It's been a good career, and I hope it keeps going that way.
Holly Holm, 25 years old, 5'8", so she's got 3 inches in height advantage. She checked in at a tight 139, and she can fight much higher than that. In fact, she may have to if she wants to secure a big fight if she wins tonight against Mary Jo Sanders. 17-1-2 is her record. Her lone loss was a fight she was winning but got stopped on cuts. And she's easily dismantled. You see there the bigger names along the way. In fact, Nia St. John, Christy Martin, she won 58 of the 60 scored rounds. Chevelle Hallback, 35 years old, from Plant City, Florida. Great representative of the sport in every way. Committed pro, good person, very capable veteran. 24 wins, 11 knockouts, 10-year career. And she's really went out very hard early in her career. In fact, she fought world-class Lucia Riker in just her second pro fight. Hasn't fought in 18 months, but the former title holder knew this was too big of an opportunity to pass up, and she's well prepared.
I'm an exciting fighter, and I bring action, and I bring excitement, I bring entertainment, and you're going to see all of that. If you're asking me for a prediction, of course I'm going to win, no doubt about that. Am I going to knock her out? Is it going to go the distance? I want to say, yes, I'm going to knock her out in the 5th round. But, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say it's going to be an exciting fight. And at the end of the day, I'm going to have that belt, over my head.
Hallback primarily spars with pro male fighters. In fact, top-ranked lightweight Nate Campbell, one of her closest friends, and spars with her. And he's also working her corner tonight. So what advice would Nate give Hallback to try to defeat Holly Holm? Teddy Atlas offers advice in his fight plan.
Holly Holm is the taller fighter. She's also the southpaw. Look for her to fight on the outside. Now, she can fight inside too, but against Hallback, who's always going to be coming forward, of course is shorter, and looking for left hooks. I expect Holm, who I'm going to play, to be on the outside, use that southpaw jab, keep reach, and also use that southpaw hook. Bang! The right hook right in between that wide left hook of Hallback. Also, straight left hand. Either way you look at it, look for Holm on the outside, punching between the big shots, get the win. In Hallback, you know what you're going to see. Frenetic energy. Always coming forward, looking for left hooks. But I think tonight, she would serve herself well to trade the left hook in for the right hand. Why? Well, she's fighting a southpaw, and we all know right hands land against southpaws. Now, Holm is also very tall, but sometimes Holm stands a little straight up, a target for that right hand. So if you're Hallback, go in here, show the left hook, bang, straight right hand, catch Holm standing a little tall, go home with a nice win.
And it would be a big win. Russell Moore, the referee.
Ladies, I've given you both pre-fight instructions in the dressing room. I want to remind you, I want a clean, fair fight. God bless, touch up.
Scheduled for 10 rounds, the ring experience is sponsored by Just for Men Hair Color. Hallback, the longer career, has logged 157 total rounds. But of course, Hallback, as we showed you earlier, has been out of action since November of 2005. And she does have 4 losses against the bigger names of the sport, and now taking on a current big name in the sport in Holly Holm. Holly Holm is in the white and peach, and Chevelle Hallback is in the gold and black.
1.5 years to be exact since the last time Hallback did this, got in the ring. You know, I say it about men quite often about having a history of head clashes. I don't think you've ever heard me say it about 2 women, but both these women have had a history of banging heads in fights. Hopefully that will not come about tonight.
Happened in the only loss in the career of Holly Holm, a fight that she appeared to be winning and in control, but she was cut badly in that fight and could not go on due to the injuries. Dominated Mia St. John and Christy Martin, Preacher's daughter.
Look for
holder
Holm.
of 5 belts.
Look for Holm, Joe. With that height, a great asset of long arms to be on the outside for the most. Use that southpaw jab. And again, Hallback always looking to get in. The one thing I noticed about Hallback, though, that can be a problem, she'll get in, but then just as quickly, she'll pull right out. And when she pulls out, she might be finding those long hands of Holm.
Southpaw comes with the left hand there, does Holm. Ball back to the inside. Right hand to the body. Holm scores with the left.
Look for the straight punches of Holm. I hate to say this, but to get Holm with Hallback, as Hallback comes in, sometimes with some big shots.
Counter right hand from Chevelle. Good energy early on. Round number 1, Hallback and Holm. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside here in Albuquerque. Round number 2. Remember, 2-minute rounds in women's boxing. Good pace being set here between Holly Holm and Chevelle Hallback. You see the left-hand score for Hallback here. Early goings of round 2. A meaningful fight in women's boxing. That's what the sport needs. That's what the sport is getting tonight.
Again, it's the outside for Holm. And it's the straight punches for Holm. And it's the opportunities that those straight punches get, Joe, from Hallback style. Hallback again. Kinetic energy, likes to throw with bad intentions, looks to come in, but a lot of times she comes in a little wide, and that straight left hand from the southpaw will do the trick. Straight beats round all the time.
There's that straight left hand again from Holly Holm.
Right now you could see the problem for Hallback. You see it written all over her face, and you see it in her body language. She's not sure what key will get her in that front door without receiving leather. She's trying to figure that out right now. And again, Holm, to her credit, using the asset that she should use. Staying at a distance and extending those straight punches to keep the shorter Hallback where she wants to keep her. I think one of the advantages here also, Joe, is Holm hasn't had to do it yet, but she can fight inside when she has to. Hallback can only fight inside to win this fight. So more choices for Holm.
Hallback has to find a way in. Didn't produce much in the final minute of this second round. End of round 2, and the 35-year-old Chevelle Hallback goes back to the corner, and she is joined there by a familiar face.
Now you gotta relax.
Louis Avila, but right there, fourth-ranked lightweight fighter in the world, Nate Campbell. Very close friend of Chevelle Hallback and a sparring partner. We asked Chevelle about that.
You don't want the points.
I spar with one of the best fighters there's out there today, Nate Campbell. And when I tell you, he does not take it easy on me at all. He doesn't care if I'm a male, female, his mother, his father, his sister, his brother. He doesn't care. If you get in the ring with Nate Campbell, you better be able to hold your own, or you're in trouble. And he didn't hold back. Got in there, and I was able to hold my own for a while.
Getting her instructions here.
You know, Joe, I don't like to pour cold water on anything, especially coming from such nice young ladies as Hallback and Holm, but I would risk my reputation, for whatever small reputation I may have in this business, that Nate Campbell, former top contender, lightweight contender in the world, does not go all out with Hallback.
Oh, no, I think he goes all out for what she can handle.
Yeah, but no way is Nate Campbell going in that ring on a daily basis and winging punches the way he does with men with Hallback. Again, taking nothing away from Hallback. She's a terrific young lady, but that is not something that is realistic.
Landed a right hand in the early goings here of this third round. Southpaw, Holly Holm, 17-win veteran, Ring Magazine's Female Fighter of the Year. Peach trunks in front of her home crowd here in Albuquerque. She says she can't believe it has gotten to this point in her career, headlining a nationally televised fight card, billboards of her all over town, and gaining more and more popularity. With big fights on the horizon. There's that straight left hand that Teddy talked about being such a key from the southpaw.
And again, you see the advantage of length and height that Hallback has to figure out a way to contend with. Another problem, she's a smaller woman, junior lightweight for most of the fights, while Holm has been a junior welterweight most of her career. 2 fights ago, she was 151 pounds. And the problem here is that Hallback likes to fight like a big person. She's always trying to get in and use her strength. And she's not the bigger person here, not only as far as height goes, but as far as bulk goes. So it's really a difficult position and proposition for Hallback, who's smaller, and she wants to get inside and act like the bigger person.
End of round 3.
brief he does for under 17,000.
No. Okay.
Wednesday night fights in Albuquerque in the midst of our women's main event. Come this Saturday, you can watch NASCAR Busch Series at Charlotte. Points leader Carl Edwards will be in action, and Jimmy Johnson will be going after him, making his 2007 Busch Series debut. That is Saturday at 7:30 on ESPN2, the NASCAR Busch Series at Charlotte. 5-year pro is Holly Holm, and she has seen her career on an ascent. Former junior welterweight, junior middleweight world champion, who has the ability to go up and down in weight.
You know, maybe the best shot for Hallback, the shorter woman in this fight, obviously, who has to deal with the distance that Holm is keeping right now. Maybe the best shot for Hallback, it's going to sound funny, but is for Holm to maybe get a little overconfident and maybe over-aggressive and start coming to her. Now, usually that can be a problem when an opponent gets aggressive if they're winning the fight. They can start taking charge more and more, doing more damage. But maybe Hallback would be well served if Holm started to come forward a little bit, getting aggressive, giving up a height. Because you could tell that Hallback cannot win a fight in this geography staying on the outside.
She gave up her height moments ago, and Hallback didn't fire anything back. Now she comes in with the left hand.
See, that's where she really has a problem, Hallback, Joe, because, again, she likes to fight like the bigger woman. But she's the smaller woman, skeleton-wise. She doesn't have that advantage. So even if she gets inside, it's going to be hard for her to dominate the way that she likes to dominate with Holm, who is bigger structurally, not just height-wise. And you can see her example of it right there. Now, finally, Hallback gets to where she wants to be, inside.
And she was able to land a left hook on that exchange. Comes forward with a body shot.
But before you start worrying about Holm, even though Hallback finally got close where she's got to be, Holm is comfortable fighting inside. A minute ago, Hallback started to turn to the corner with the 10-second warning. She thought that was the bell.
Could have been a real costly error, but it wasn't. Good action at the end of round number 4, and we are joined with the leading lady of women's boxing who always provides for good action, Mary Jo Sanders, 24. Now, we always love visiting with you, be it inside the ring or outside the ring. The last time you were on ESPN was March 30th, back in your hometown of Detroit, taking on Valerie Matfood. Tell us how you assessed your evening.
I think it went pretty well. You know, she's a tough girl. She's got a great chin, but my distance was really well that night. You know, it was a great fight. I threw a bunch of punches, and I was happy with that. So it went well. It was a good fight.
Did you miss us? We were over there.
I missed you. As soon as I heard, I was like, no, Teddy and Joe are not overseas. But, yeah, we missed you. But I'm glad to be here with you guys now.
We're glad you're here, and this is a very important evening for women's boxing. Obviously, you know, we were talking about the fact that you can criticize women's boxing a bit in terms of where are the big fights and what fights are there to be made. This is a good one here tonight with the potential maybe for you down the road if Holly Holm can come out with a W here tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. These two girls are great fighters. You know, they're showcasing that tonight. So, I mean, it'll be a great fight. And then, like you said, if Holly's the winner, you know, we're going to go to work on that and see what happens.
You know, I was talking about Jersey Joe Walcott earlier, and Hallback just did a little, own little imitation of Jersey Joe, that look away. You know, you look away, you walk away a little bit, and then all of a sudden you set up your opponent and you come back to your opponent. Hallback throwing a little Jersey Joe at us.
I'll tell you what, she tried that with me when I fought her in 2004, trying to weave the web. And she's really elusive. You know, she comes at you from every direction with her punches, and as long as Holly keeps those straight punches going, she won't fall prey to that.
There's that straight left hand from Holm. Mary Jo Sanders, undefeated female fighter with us here.
Again, you don't need me to tell you this, but Hallback cannot win the fight on the outside. She had a good round the last round, but it was on the inside. If she stays on the outside, even though she's moving ahead, she's deflecting a lot of those punches, she cannot overcome that reach advantage and those straight punches of Holm standing at that dimension.
Yeah, and Holm is doing a great job as far as her distance. And even when she gets more aggressive and comes forward, it's hard for Hallback to withstand that. You know, she can back her up like right now.
They picked up a pace bit here in the middle of this fight. We've come to the end of round 5. They are scheduled for 10 here in Albuquerque. So glad to have Mary Jo Sanders with us ringside. You know, we talked to Holly Holm this week, and she said, I can't believe this is what has become of my career, that I'm on billboards, that I'm in nationally televised main events with big crowds coming out to see me. But what about your ascent in your career? I mean, can you believe this is what it's come to now for you?
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, I have such great people on my team, and they're working so hard, so it's so easy for me to perform, you know, because, I mean, it's great when you have those people backing you, and it's a lot easier, you know, to excel when you don't have to worry about things other than the fight.
Mary Jo, let me ask you something. Of course, your father was a former NFL player, played for the Detroit Lions. Does he get involved in your training, or
no?
Does he put
stays
his 2
out of
cents
it. I mean.
How does he feel about his beautiful daughter being a boxer?
I tell you what, he's getting better and better each day, each fight. But still, I think he's like, you know, you don't really want that for any of your children, you know. Even if you win, you might get hit once or twice. So even that thought running through his mind, I don't think he likes it too much. But he's always there at every fight, and, you know, he's awesome.
Did you ever say, Dad, your sport was more dangerous than my sport?
All the time. Like, look, I only have to face one person in there. You had, I don't know how many guys that were hundreds of pounds chasing after you, wanting to break you in half. So,
Very
you know,
true.
yeah. But he's great. He really is.
Charlie Sanders, elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Round number 6 here. Holly Holm in that 5th round was 13 out of 31 total punches.
See, that's a bad sign, what you saw there, Mary Jo and Joe. You just saw a moment ago, Hallback's having trouble dealing with the height and the distance of Holm. Just a moment ago, Holm helped her. She rushed in, she leaped in, and Hallback did not take advantage of that moment of Holm being small. And she's got to take advantage, at least on my scorecard at this point now. Hallback has to take advantage of every opportunity she finds herself close to Holm. You know, I'm a little surprised. I don't know about you guys, but the taller Holm has not really used that jab a lot.
No.
And yet, Hallback has behaved as though there's a jab coming at her.
Yeah.
Like there's something keeping her out.
Like distance is an issue.
That's true. I mean, there's nothing really keeping her from coming forward.
She could step right in.
Right now, except her own doubt in her mind.
Yeah, and once that sets in, you know, that plays a big part. If you don't have that mentally, you know, it's tough to perform physically. But I think the 1.5 year layoff might be why she has a little bit of this apprehension coming in.
Now that speaks to what we always say, Mary Jo, and you can elaborate on it, how important the mental part is in this game.
It's everything. It's everything, you know. It means so much.
Holly Holm was informed of Mary Jo's visit here to Albuquerque, and here's what she had to say about it.
Good, you're doing good.
I'm not going to get too distracted by any other fighters or anything. But a fight with Mary Jo Sanders is something we have been looking for as well, so I would like to put that together. I think it's just going to be, you know, where and exactly when. I think that's great that she's coming down, and I want to challenge myself, and she's one of the best fighters, so I would want to take that fight on. But Right now, I just need to concentrate on Chevelle Hallback because that's the fighter who's in front of me right now.
And she's doing a good
Smart
job
girl.
of concentrating on her.
Yeah.
But once this fight's over, and if she gets the W tonight, will you address her ringside if we give you the opportunity and call her out, call her for a fight?
Actually, we had tried to make a fight a couple times, but it was earlier on in our career, and I think the time is right now. And I mean, the girls are great. You can go in there and have a war, but you know, talk to them on the phone or after the fight afterwards. And I had some words with Holly, and you know, nice girl, great girl, and it's definitely something that we want to happen.
Well, maybe that opportunity will present itself in about 4 rounds. Let's see if Chevelle Hallback has anything to do with that. She can alter that possibility.
You know, Mary Jo, in your sport, obviously, it's a battle uphill to get attention, to get respect for women's boxing.
Yes.
You do a great job inside and outside the ring of doing that, as do these 2 young women. But another thing that you got to deal with, do you have to be more ready to step up and give up weight, to go out of a natural weight class just to make a fight where a man wouldn't have to do that? There's plenty of fights out there, but if you want to make a really marquee fight, you may have to go up 1 or 2 weight classes and just forget about physicality.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I started at 138, you know, fighting 140, and now I'm fighting 160. So yeah, you definitely have to do that to, you know, get some good fights and to keep active.
Chevelle Hallback had her best punch of the fight so far. It was a left hand, but Holm came right back with a left of her own. Mary Jo Sanders, thank you so much for joining us ringside. Stick around. You may be talking to Holly Holm in a few rounds here.
Thanks, you guys.
Warning from referee Russell Moore.
Again, the taller Holm, but again, Joe, no real jab. So what is keeping, and I'm sure our fans at home are asking the same question, what is keeping Hallback from walking in that front door?
Absolutely, Teddy. Walk right in. The welcome mat is there. Make something of it. See if she can figure that out. She will have 3 rounds to go. Left hand from Holm gets the crowd's attention as well as Hallback.
Weeknights, ESPN News keeps you current. Warm up with pregame analysis. Stay up to date with Game Time Live look-ins and a recap of the night's action on postgame. Weeknights starting at 7, only on ESPN News.
Whoa! That's one monster case of athlete's foot. Get that with Tough Actin Tenactin. It cools and cures most athlete's foot on the whole foot. Lamisil Gel can't say that. Get boom! Tough Actin Tenactin.
Doesn't matter if we win, as long as Casino loses. You ready? I was born ready. Okay, then.
Ocean's 13, rated PG-13, starts June 8th.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. This is Wednesday Night Fights presented by Just for Men Hair Color. In that last round, Holly Holm landed 23 of 43 punches thrown. She is a fast-rising star in the women's boxing ranks, taking on the tough challenge of 24-win veteran Chevelle Hallback in the gold and black here tonight, with Mary Jo Sanders, the undefeated champion, sitting ringside, potentially scouting Holm for a fight. Hallback going to the body, coming out much more aggressive here to start this 8th round, mixing it up. Teddy, you wanted her to go through the front door. Maybe she's ready to burst through it finally. Here's a warning now.
Well, there's no lock on that door. There's no jab coming.
Oh, we got no mouthpiece. There was a warning at the end of the 7th round. This time, Holly Holm came out to start this 8th round without a mouthpiece.
Right now, the opportunities for Hallback is when she gets inside and then also to catch Holm as she goes out.
Teddy Atlas's scorecard through 7 rounds of action here in Albuquerque, 69-64, Holly Holm.
Obviously, from reading my scorecard, you know that I think, at least, that it's time that Hallback has to really warm things up a little bit here. Has to really get that work rate going, and more importantly, change the geography of this fight. She needs to get close. And one of the things that maybe will tell how well she can do that, she's coming in the heaviest weight of the last 3 years for Hallback. She's 8.5 pounds more than her last fight. So we'll see if that serves her as she has to put the foot to the floor and see if there's gas in that tank coming down the stretch. She's going to need it. And of course, on the other side, Holm, 4 pounds less than her last fight.
Holm now holding out with that right hand as Hallback came crashing in. Not a punch landed. Now swinging with wide shots is Hallback, complaining of Holm pushing off. 2 rounds to go from Albuquerque.
Weeknights, ESPN News keeps you current. Warm up with pregame analysis. Stay up to date with Game Time live look-ins and a recap of the night's action on postgame. Weeknights starting at 7, only on ESPN News.
There's a quaint little place in Italy known for its chicken crostina recipe. It's Olive Garden's cooking school, where our chefs learn how a potato parmesan crust seals in the chicken's flavor, how linguine best captures garlic butter sauce in our new chicken crostina at Olive Garden.
On long road trips, hard-working sportscasters like us love Motel 6.
We save big and we get much-needed R&R.
Sure do, Bob. You know, it's nice to get off the air, relax, and just be ourselves.
You swimming in that?
I'm feeling it, Bob.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Local heroes growing up in Albuquerque. Holly Holm would like to be on that list. Hey, for a mid-sized city, not a bad little roster of sports stars, huh? Especially that third name there, Teddy, Bob Foster.
Bob Foster, one of the great light heavyweight champions in this sport of boxing. Tall, wily, and boy, could he punch.
Round 9, Holly Holm in the peach trunks against Chevelle Hallback, who has to have a sense of urgency, according to our observations ringside and Teddy's scorecard. No jab, Teddy, as you said.
But again, it's the battle inside us that usually tells where we're going and how effective we're going to be. Not the battle that we see on the outside. We're looking at physical dimensions of these two fighters and saying one's jabbing, the other one's not jabbing, one should be moving in, she's not moving in, but it's the battle in the mind. In the mind of Hallback, she is not sure of moving forward. Even though there's no jab coming at her, she is not sure of herself to move into that area she needs to win this fight with Holm. And right now, that battle is doing more damage to her than anything physical coming from Holm. It's what you think that matters. Not always what's happening, but what you think and what you perceive in your heart and your mind. Right now, Hallback obviously not sure enough of herself and not disciplined enough over her emotions to make the move forward. A move that I think both of us agree she needs to make if she's going to win this fight.
Has to make. Absolutely has to.
There's a thrill in Manila going on in the mind of Hallback, and it's keeping her from doing what she needs to do.
1 round to go. Holm in control.
The latest Turtle Wax breakthrough in car polish is Clear. Crystal Clear Turtle Wax Ice. A clarified synthetic carnauba that performs like no other polish or wax. Ice leaves no white residue on trim or in seams.
I had no residue whatsoever. It was perfect.
Clear and deep, and it really brings out the shine.
Ice is so advanced, you can use it in the hot sun with outstanding results. Now, your choice is clear. New Crystal Clear Ice from Turtle Wax. World leader through innovation.
This Friday, the undefeated Peterson brothers' march towards a title shot continues. And next Wednesday, it's Marcos Ramirez in the ring and his emotional story in our focus.
I was waking up and I just wish it was a bad dream. I'm waking up and hoping it was a dream. And then you knew it wasn't. You know, as soon as I'd wake up, I knew it wasn't.
ESPN, your boxing authority. Chevelle Hallback has not landed in double figures all fight long. Single-digit punch track connects for Hallback. Meanwhile, Holm coming off the last 3 rounds of 23, 22, and 13 punches landed respectively.
Of course, on my scorecard, Hallback needs a knockout, so I say to our audience right away, don't forget, Holm's only loss was by knockout.
Happened on cuts. Remember, 2-minute rounds, so the clock against the efforts of Hallback.
Not a lot of time to heat up. You know, Joe, they say in golf, you have to have a short memory. You have to forget about that bad shot for the next round. You can't let it linger in your mind. Right now, I think Hallback would be well served with a short memory. I think the long memory is keeping her from going where she needs to go. She got caught with some left hands early in this fight on the outside, and I think that memory is keeping her from going inside where she needs to go with Holm. A little amnesia would serve Hallback very well.
Let go, break!
Nate Campbell in the corner there, imploring her to bring it.
Again, Holm, the taller woman, for the most part, staying on the outside. She's keeping distance. You want to do if you're the taller woman. But other than that straight left hand, not using the jab to keep range, but she's getting a lot of cooperation from Hallback, who is very, very hesitant about closing that gap.
As if there's an invisible wall. Holly Holm only landed 16 jabs in the entire fight. It's been the straight left all night long. And she closes it out. Pleases the fans here in Albuquerque. And they will most likely love what they hear when we come back and hear from the judges. Stay with us. Holly Holm is celebrating.
Hi, I'm Keith Hernandez.
And I'm Walt Clyde Frazier.
What a marvelous night for the action.
Let's go to the play-by-play.
Oh, there's Mr. Graybeard approaching Miss Hottie. Oh, no.
Rejected.
Clyde, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, no play for Mr. Gray. Get that man our Just for Men brush-in color gel.
It's specially formulated to penetrate coarse facial hair and gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes.
Home run! Another win with Just for Men.
Nice sign.
It's a Memorial Weekend sale. You won't want to miss the great deals, like this Easy Set pool for $39.99, or a stainless steel gas grill for $399.99. Cedar Adirondack chairs, $29.99 each. Plus a $5 rebate on every gallon of Ace Royal paint, limit 10. Use your Ace Rewards card and earn double points this weekend only. Ace, the helpful place.
You know you got to clean this up, right? Yeah, I do.
Three V-dubs for under 17,000.
Holly Holm anticipating good news. And the punch track numbers, brought to you by Just for Men, will show exactly what direction she took this fight in. Landing 142 total connects to Hallback's 71. Teddy Atlas's scorecard. This was an easy one to read. The tall southpaw, 99-92. Let's send it up to the ring to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, judges Jesse Reyes and Levi Martinez score the bout identically at 100-90. And Judge Anita Sanchez scores it 98-92. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision. And now, the IFBA Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, from Albuquerque, New Mexico,
She's now the a big ticket seller in New Mexico and a rising star in women's boxing. Holly Holm, the 18th win of her career. She does it with 2 shutout scorecards and then another 98-92. When we come back, whoa, how about that? Holly Holm and Mary Jo Sanders together ringside. See if we can make something of it.
IDARC Media is the official publisher of the Verizon Yellow Pages and home to superpages.com, delivering billions of print and online searches every year. So anywhere, anytime, find the answers you need and the things you want from your home or anywhere else. IDARC Media.
One new hand-tossed pizza from Pizza Hut?
Quick in here. Hey.
Oh, what a day.
Are you still upset that Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed pizza tastes better than yours?
It's like they're everywhere. I swear, I can even smell it.
Pizza Hut's new and improved hand-tossed style pizza is more tempting than ever. Start with a light and flavorful new crust, add even more enticing sauce, and it's no wonder it beat Papa John's and Domino's in a national taste test. Get any size, any toppings for just $10.99. Want more taste? Get it from Pizza Hut, America's favorite pizza. Now online.
Hello.
Are you at a bar?
I thought you were too sick to come to my cousin's wedding. No, honey, that's just the TV.
And now back to Jim in the newsroom.
The economic situation there.
Maxi mixers are going fast. How about a demo, Phil?
Timmy tried to cook a turkey in the dishwasher. Looks like nothing's on.
I'll try and get some rest, all right?
Okay.
They got a little captain in them. Get a little captain in you.
Drink responsibly. Captain Morgan is proud to be made with Puerto Rican rum.
The latest Turtle Wax breakthrough in car polish is Clear. Crystal Clear Turtle Ice from Turtle Wax. World leader through innovation.
ESPN Wednesday Night Fights presented by the new Just for Men hair color knocks out the gray better than ever. And in part by the rums of Puerto Rico. Captain Morgan is proud to be made with Puerto Rican rum. Drink responsibly. Captain's orders. Beautiful sunset here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and a beautiful evening for Holly Holm. She records the 18th win of her career over Chevelle Hallback. She is joined now by Mary Jo Sanders, a very interested observer. First, let's hear from you. How do you grade yourself out tonight?
I was a lot more nervous for this fight than I thought I'd be, but when I got in there, you know, game plan came together. We always put a game plan together, but you never know if it's really going to pan out, if the fighter's really going to fight like you've seen in the tapes and stuff. So the fight plan just panned out tonight and came out with a victory.
Holly, you were waiting, I'm sure, and waiting for Hallback to come forward and to bring that tornado that she usually brings. Were you shocked that she never really brought it?
I was shocked for a little bit, and then I thought, well, we knew she was going to do that, so we knew moving back and forth, in order for her to be able to go straight forward, you make the target harder, then it's going to be harder for them to come forward. So we worked on a lot of side-to-side movement for this fight rather than straight back, and it seemed to help.
Do you guys have anything to discuss between the two of you? I think there's something that could happen here.
Yeah, like I said, Holly and I talked even before the fight, and you know, through our promoters and managers, and you know, I think earlier on in our career we tried to make a fight with each other, but I think now the timing is good.
What do you think?
I think it'd be great. You know, I've always looked up to Mary Jo. She's a great fighter, and in order to be the best, you have to fight the best, and so I think it's going to be great.
Let's start the negotiations. Albuquerque or Detroit? What are we doing? Southwest or
that's where we're having the most trouble. You know, we want to fight, but we'll figure out where. It's not.
Meet somewhere on Route 66 along the way in the Midwest. Mary Jo Sanders, thank you for your time coming out here to Wednesday Night Fights. Holly Holm, congratulations. Great win tonight.
Good job.
Holly Holm defeats Chevelle Hallback here in Albuquerque. We want to remind you to join us for Friday Night Fights, a double dose of the Peterson brothers, Anthony and Lamont, both in action, plus Kelly Pavlik in studio with Brian Kenny. The proceeding has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.